Attention. This is a special report from the Voice of Truth about what Jesus says about the Bible. This is a special report about what the living Jesus says about the Bible. Little children, the Creator has a living voice and not a living Bible. And that voice is the voice of truth. Little children, a book is not a voice, and a book is not a person. The Creator has a living voice, and that's the person of Jesus. The voice of truth is who you call Jesus, Yeshua. And he wants you to hear today how he hates the Bible. Little children, the living Jesus hates the Bible because the Bible has been used to cause separation between the Creator and his creation. The living Jesus hates the Bible because the Bible has been used to separate the living Jesus from his people. The first words that were given to me by the Creator in 2011 when I was regenerated were the words, faith was hijacked. He said, faith was hijacked. Those were the first words that he spoke to me. And he spoke those words to me because my faith had been interfered with through the Bible. The enemy, the wicked, the evil, the corrupt, interfered with my relationship with the living God and the real Jesus. I went from following the real Jesus to following a book. I went from following the living voice to following a dead letter script. Little children, the real Jesus hates the Bible. And if you're going to love the real Jesus, and if you really love the truth, you cannot love the Bible. If you really want to follow the real Jesus, if you really want to have a true relationship with the Creator who made the stars, then you have to hate the Bible. You cannot go around saying that you're a sinner in one breath and then say that you love God in the next. You can't say that you love Jesus in one breath and then in the next breath say you love the Bible. The truth of the matter is, there's no such thing as a living Bible, but there's a such thing as a living voice. The truth of the matter is, there's no such thing as a book that talks, but there is a such thing as a voice that can be heard. Little children, the real Jesus wants you to know that faith was hijacked. That if you're going to love the Creator, you have to hate the Bible. You cannot have the two gods, but you have to hate one God and love the other God. If you love the real God, the true Creator, and the real Jesus, you'll learn to hate the false God of the Bible. Little children, he told me this was a digital simulation. This was the next thing that he told me. After he said faith was hijacked, he said this was a digital simulation because if I'm going to follow the real Jesus, if you're going to have a true connection with the Creator, you have to hate the world. You have to hate what isn't real. You have to hate the lie. The Creator of the stars is the truth. little children. And this world is the lie. And the real Jesus is no longer in the flesh. That means all that you see being a lie is evil. And to follow the real Jesus, you have to hate that evil. To follow the real Jesus, you cannot love the world. There are 2.4 billion Bible Christians who will come to you and tell you they love Jesus, and yet they will be the same people who will crucify his voice, just as in the days of the Quakers. They crucified the voice of the real Jesus, and they persecuted his people, and they claimed that they were the children of God. Little children, you have to hate the Bible and you have to hate the world if you're going to follow the real Jesus. The real Jesus is not really celebrated by the world. As you see today, they love his words in red, but those are not the words of the real Jesus. If you love this world, you'll hold to the words in red, and you'll say that Jesus told you to go and heal the sick, to cleanse the lepers, to cast out demons, to raise the dead. But those were words spoken to Israel. The living Jesus never said anything to you about raising the dead. That was under the Jews' religion, under their covenant. If you love the world, you'll follow words in red that say you're the light of the world, that you can do all things, that all things are possible to them that believe. But those words were not words that were spoken to you. They were spoken to Israel under the Jews' religion, under the Jews' old covenant. So not only do you have to hate the world, little children, but you have to hate the body. The living Jesus told me, after he told me that faith was hijacked, that this is a digital simulation. He said, I am not my body. If you're going to follow the real Jesus and have a true relationship with the creator of the stars, you have to hate your body. Little children, your body has no part in the kingdom of the living. In the real world, in the eternal realm, you will receive a body of light. But your body you currently are in is a body that is corrupt. The Creator counts the body as an abomination. And if you're going to follow the real Jesus, you have to give the body up. And little children, that brings us to the Spirit, because the real Jesus leads his people by the Spirit. His voice is only heard in the Spirit. You cannot read words on paper and say that Jesus is talking to you, because Jesus is not a book, and a book cannot speak, but a person who lives can speak. And the living Jesus, he says to you today that you have to give up the Bible if you want to follow him. Not only do you have to hate the Bible, you have to give it up to follow him. You have to hate the world, and you have to hate the body, and you have to get in the Spirit if you want to know if he's real or not. And these are the words that come from the living Jesus that were spoken to me the 3rd day of the 5th month of this year. The living Jesus said they made the Bible to destroy my people. Little children, the Bible is not the word of God. It's the word of death. If you follow Jesus the Jew, it will be death to you. Learn to look within. If you're going to find the real Jesus, and if you're going to know that he is a living being, if you're going to understand that the Bible's the mark of the beast, you have to search in your heart and feel for him, because that's what he told me to do. And I found out that the real Jesus is faithful and true. He said that they made the Bible to try to destroy you, but I'm a witness of the living Jesus sent to warn you that if you're going to make it into the real world of the living, you got to be guided by the Spirit. You got to stay in the Spirit. Burn the book. Look within. The Bible's the book of the dead. The Bible is an alien implant.